it seems to me that Christian theology, Christian thinking, has to steer a course between two unacceptable extremes of God's relationship to the world. One is the deistic extreme, which says God's just lets it all going, and then what should it happen? The other is, of course, the cosmic tyrant, the cosmic puppet theatre which the Grand Master pulls every string. Neither of those can be the God of love. So the God of love must give some degree of due freedom to creatures, freedom that's appropriate to their natures.
Yes.
And that's the case. That means that God is not the direct cause of everything, and that is a kenosis on the part of God, God's omnipotence, of allowing others to be themselves, and if we understand evolutionary history this sort of way, which I think we should, to make themselves, to bring to birth in a particular way, the fruitfulness with which the world is endowed. And I think we see that's a great good. But it's a great good that has to be purchased by the possibility of ragged edges and blind alleys and this sort of. I mean, just take a very simple example which I often refer to. The engine that has driven the amazing 3.5 billion year history of life on Earth from bacteria to you and me has been, of course, genetic mutation. But you can't have genetic mutation producing new forms of life to be selected and supported through natural selection without having the possibility of also having malignancy.
Yes.
So the fact that there's cancer in the world is not a sign that God is gratuitously incompetent or uncaring, but that it is the necessary cost of a world in which creatures are allowed to make themselves.
Yes. Well, I found your argument of the surpassing freedom that God has bestowed on His creation totally convincing. The idea that it must entail the existence of evil, just as genetic mutation must entail. But does eventual cosmic collapse and decay, which science tells us is inevitable, imply a malignancy programmed into creation? Because most people find it very difficult to understand a creator who destroys his creation.
Well, again, it's a question of, you see, we often think that we could have brought into being a world which has all the nice things and none of the bad things. And God has brought into being this world which has this sort of, if you like, looseness in its structure, which enables it to evolve rather in that sort of way. And a world of that sort of kind is going to have ragged edges and blind alleys. It's going to have entropy in it. And because there are so many different ways of being disorderly than there are of being orderly, in the end, entropy is always going to win. That's the second law of thermodynamics.
Yes, I love that, the way you expressed that several times in the book.
Yes. So I think that's right. But of course, I believe that while God has given freedom to creatures to be themselves and make themselves, that's the first step in what is basically a two-step creation process. First of all, God creates creatures that exist at some distance from the veiled presence of the divine, able to be themselves and make themselves. But God's eventual purpose is to draw all creatures freely into the exploration and encounter with the divine reality increasingly unveiled, and that's the new creation. I think that the concept of the new creation, which is pretty fundamental in the New Testament, really, is if you just take the scientifically discerned history of the world, you take the sort of futures predictions science can make, that in the world, in the end, the world does seem to end in futility rather than in fulfillment.